Hi, it's the Irish Gypsy here to bring you your May 2017 general readings. Thank you so much for joining us here today, and welcome to any newcomers who may be with us for the first time. Thank you for continuing to watch, listen, follow, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thank you for taking the time to write in your comments and send all your lovely feedback and support. Thank you for those of you who continue to reach out for personal one-on-one readings and keep me so busy with those, and to my regular clients as well. Thank you for allowing me to continue being such a regular part of your lives, and for being so great with the consistent feedback and how our readings continue to play out in your lives. And also, lastly, thank you to those of you who donate in support of my channel too. I've had kind of an upsurge of donations in the last couple of months, and I'm quite grateful for that. Because every bit helps. I'm actually saving up for a new computer system, so that makes my goal a little more achievable month by month. And if any of you are interested in reaching out for a personal one-on-one reading, you've never read with me before, you can click on the little About or Description button on my YouTube channel, and that will give you a little more information, and also has my email address, which is Maggie1McGuire@gmail.com. You can find me on PayPal through that email address as well. If you are interested, I would be delighted to work with you. You can send me an email directly, and I will get back with you pretty quickly. I do readings full-time 6 days a week, so I'm able to get back with you usually quite quickly and schedule a reading anywhere between a few days upwards of 2 weeks. But since I do readings full-time, I can almost always set up a reading live or recorded with you within a 2-week period of time. I do love and romance reading, compatibility readings, career, work, and finance, year overviews, channeled messages, and so on. So if you're interested, send me an email at Maggie1McGuire@gmail.com, and we will go from there. These are general readings, and there's many of you watching. Everyone has different things going on in their lives and different natal charts, so of course the videos are not going to mean the same thing to the same degree and intensity for everyone watching. So make sure to check your rising and your moon sign video as well for additional insight and clarity. And you might find that your rising and your moon sign some months, sometimes may resonate a little more predictively for you than your primary sun sign. So watching all three, if you know them and if you can, is always a good idea. I continue to use the Gilded Tarot by artist Ciro Marchetti, drawing 8 cards for the month, with an additional 9th card from the bottom of the deck representing overall energy and advice. So moving right along, let's get into this. This reading is for the fire sign of Aries for May 2017. Aries, May 2017, the fire sign of Aries. The adventures, the babies of the zodiac, Aries the ram. What does May 2017 have in store for our Aries? Okay, Aries, we begin with the Two of Cups, followed by the Devil. We have Death or transformation, followed by the Four of Swords. We have the Two of Swords, accompanied by the Sun. And we have the Ace of Pentacles, followed by the Knight of Pentacles. And from the bottom of the deck, your crowning card, overall energy and advice, is the Fool. So it looks like for a lot of you Aries, there is a focus on a particular relationship, which is showing up as the Two of Cups. Now, the nature of that relationship is going to vary. This can be a soulmate, kindred spirit, romantic relationship. It can be a soulmate, kindred spirit that's a best friend. It's showing up as a really connective relationship or friendship. If this reading might resonate in terms of job, work, career path as well. And in that case, it would represent a job that perhaps you've been working at for a while and feel like it's been very comfortable for quite some time. But it looks like there's perhaps some imbalance or a shakeup. I feel like you've reached a point in this relationship where something needs to give or to change. It's kind of like it either needs to progress to the next level, or perhaps be left behind, because if nothing is done, I feel like it may just stagnate and kind of trickle away is kind of what I'm getting. You can apply that same energy to a job, work, something else that you feel you've been very connected with. But I'm just feeling for the majority of you, it's relationships. So if it doesn't really resonate with you, you may want to check your rising and your moon sign. I know sometimes I get comments from subscribers, that came across just as a love reading. What if you're not involved? You can apply the same same concept and energy to other areas of your life, but I have to read what comes across, what I channel the strongest. So it seems like a relationship is the focal point of May 2017 for a lot of Aries that may be watching this. We begin with the Two of Cups, followed by the Devil. The Two of Cups represents a very connective relationship. Fundamentally, it's a union between two people, two entities. It could even represent, the merging of two companies. There's a karmic thread connecting the two of you. This is sometimes referred to as the soulmate or kindred spirit card. This could be a romantic relationship, a best friend, a close family member, even a very close connective relationship at work, or the perfect job for you. For relationship, it's somebody that you perhaps have been with for quite some time. This is a very good connective partnership. But it feels like in May, ending April, because I'm recording these at the end of April and going into May, I feel maybe some stress or conflict within this relationship. It's accompanied by the Devil card, which is major arcana, so significant energies here. The Devil card can represent imbalance, the scales being out of whack, a lack of harmony, energy going up and down. It can also represent strong temptations, challenges. It can represent addictions, unhealthy relationships as well. Just kind of this, things being really out of whack, a lack of harmony, a lack of balance. And it could represent temptation too. For those of you who are in a committed relationship, there may be a temptation of some kind to maybe veer away or veer off the path. For others of you, there's just energy coming up and down. And I feel like for a lot of you, it feels like this relationship has hit a plateau, or perhaps has been at this plateau for some time, and a decision needs to be made as to where it's going to go from here on out. And I feel like communication is probably, I think a conversation perhaps needs to be had between you and this other person. But I feel like for you, Aries, that you spend part of May, or at least there's a very strong temptation in part of May to just kind of bury your head in the sand and not deal with this for a time. We next transition into death, or transformation as I like to call it, paired with the Four of Swords. So death represents the ending, a significant ending of something in your life, or the ending of a significant chapter, or the complete transformation of something already present in your life. It's going to mean different things depending on who's watching around this relationship. Death represents an ending that needs to happen in order for rebirth to occur, because birth follows death, beginnings follow endings. And again, I'm getting quite strongly, and this video may only resonate for a small portion of you because it feels so specific. I feel like you're in a relationship with someone where the relationship has hit a point where it needs to transform, because it feels like there hasn't been any movement within this relationship for a time. If it's a job or workplace situation, same deal. It feels like there is a reason you're supposed to be together, and it's actually been a pretty good relationship, if not a really good relationship, for the both of you. It's one that both of you have benefited from, but I feel like there's been a lack of movement, and it's time to kind of figure out where you're going to go next with this relationship, because a transformation needs to occur, or an ending needs to occur. Now, death is paired with the Four of Swords, air energy here. which is the element that governs the suit of swords. I just realized Two of Cups, and for those of you who follow my YouTube channel, you probably already know this because I attach the elements to each card. Cups is water energy. It's all about emotional sector of our life, love and relationships. Swords is air energy. It's more mental, cerebral energy, and the suit of swords often manifests in, it's about our words and our ideas and communication, education, learning, knowledge, our belief systems, outlooks. It's about how we think about things and how we communicate things. The Four of Swords is a card of rest, of temporary withdrawal, withdrawal from conflict, withdrawal from a challenge or a problem or a situation, only temporarily. You can see this man is still girded for battle. He's just taken some time out to rest, recuperate, consider. Some of you, I feel like, may have gone through, there may have been something that happened in a relationship recently, or just your life in general. Some of you outside of this relationship, you've just been going through a lot, a very transformative period in your life, kind of a learning curve, evolutionary period, which can always be kind of difficult. And you're going through a lot of changes. And one of these changes in terms is that's significant for the month of May is this relationship and what to do about it. Again, I feel like an ending or a transformation is what's needed, and it feels like you actually take a step back in May. Of course, it could be in the end of April, first couple of weeks of May. You may take some time off. You may go out for a bit. You may tell your partner you need some time away. Maybe you take a vacation or a trip. Because you feel kind of worn out. And I feel like for a time, there's a sense of not wanting to deal with it or putting it on the back shelf for a bit in order to kind of get some clarity, clear your head, and maybe just rest and recuperate before you actually look at it head on. There's this sense of needing to actually put it away for a while and let it simmer, and maybe doing some other things. I'm getting the feeling that some of you are actually physically withdrawing from a time, going somewhere else, maybe a short trip or vacation or something like that, or just choosing to spend to have some distance and some separation within this relationship to try and figure it out. Take some time off and try and figure it out. And some of you may just kind of ignore it for a while, shove it to the back of your mind and go out and maybe enjoy yourself, have some fun. Again, take a bit of a vacation or something, because it doesn't feel like you're actually ready to decide what to do. It feels like for some of you there's maybe a struggle between what your head might tell you based on experiences you've had with other relationships, or that may conflict with what your heart wants to do. So I feel like perhaps in just getting tired and overwhelmed and exasperated, you just go, oh, I can't think about this for a while. I'm just going to get away for a while and kind of enjoy myself and get some peace. Maybe if I come back to it, I'll see it with more clarity. Because next we have the energy of the Two of Swords, followed by the Sun. So the Two of Swords is a card about being at a crossroads and feeling stuck, which is kind of, it's got this whole thing has this crossroads energy. I feel like for a lot of you Aries, it's not just this specific relationship, even though this looks like a focus in May. I feel like it's life in general. You're kind of at a crossroads in your life where you're wondering what to do next. What decisions to make, maybe contemplating some life-changing decisions or changing your life in some way. And it could be that this relationship, what decisions you make is going to really strongly, significantly affect this relationship too. And so that may be something that's kind of in your head, and you may be afraid to make certain decisions because of the consequences or outcome it might have on this relationship. The Two of Swords is about being at a crossroads, needing to make a decision, but feeling stuck. And also there's the blindfold can represent a sense of reluctance or resistance to choose a path or make a decision right now, kind of needing to deal with something but not wanting to, or feeling like you're not ready to. And in fact, I think deliberately for a time avoiding it within the month of May, probably around the first half to the middle of the month. The Two of Swords is paired with the Sun card, which is a great energy. It can actually elevate and accentuate positive energy of the cards around it and lessen and sometimes negate painful or challenging energy. The sun has a strong theme of fun, light, love, warmth, laughter, everything you think about when you think about the sun, illumination, clarity, fun. It can represent vacation, getting away, relaxing. There's an uplifting of energy here, a loosening up of restrictive energy. And again, I feel like withdrawing from, you're at a crossroads point. It's transition time. It's transformation time. It feels like some decisions need to be made which are going to potentially significantly affect and change your life and a primary relationship as well. I don't feel like you're quite ready to make definitive decisions in May. You may be feeling kind of worn out and not wanting to deal with it, and maybe taking some time off to just go and play, get away for a bit, rest, recuperate, not have to make a decision about this just yet. Now, at or towards the end of May 2017, we have the energy of the Ace of Pentacles, followed by the Knight of Pentacles. So here we have Earth energy, which is the element which governs the suit of Pentacles. It's tangible energy, concrete stuff. The energy of the suit of Pentacles usually manifests in tangible ways that we can see, that's evidential. Things like money, finance, job, property, resources, assets, things we can see and touch and feel. The Ace of Pentacles can represent a tangible new beginning. This is a new beginning which makes a tangible difference in our day-to-day life. Aces represent the beginning of a new path, the start of something which has a lot of potential, like seeds, if they're planted and nurtured and taken care of so that they can manifest their full potential. So this is a brand new beginning that's fairly tangible in nature. This card sometimes comes up for moving, relocating, starting a new job, because these are tangible new beginnings, which make a difference in our day-to-day life. Sometimes the Ace of Pentacles can represent a gift of money or resources coming in, again, which affect the beginning of a new start. Some of you, in terms of job, work, or career, at the end of the month may be getting some new opportunities within work, or opportunities to increase your wealth. You may be having an extra inflow of money coming in at the end of the month. It looks like finances and career is going pretty well, but there's an offer or opportunity perhaps coming in at the end of the month for a lot of you. This could be in job, work, career. This could be an opportunity to move or relocate, start a new job. Some of you, I feel like this transformation, this life-changing kind of crossroads place that you're in, you may be considering moving, relocating. And I feel like for some of you, it could be moving out of state or moving to another state. For some of you, I feel like you may be considering at the end of the month, seriously considering making the kind of life-changing move like moving to another country. Some of you may be originally from another country, and perhaps you've lived, maybe like you're from another country outside of the U.S., you've lived in the U.S. for a long time, or vice versa. And it's been it's been a long path, and maybe you're considering actually moving back to where you originally came from. Because for some of you, this opportunity to move or relocate, I feel, is a long distance away, and of course making that decision would have a pretty significant impact on any primary relationship that you're in. Do they come with you? If you're not living together, what does this mean? Do you take the plunge and move together and move in together, get married? It could be the start of a new job, which also requires relocation, and it could be some kind of financial or monetary gift that comes in, which enables you to make a new beginning as well. The specifics are going to play out differently depending on who's watching, but it's an opportunity for a new beginning that's pretty tangible, because it's paired with a Knight of Pentacles. This represents your offer or opportunity as well. Knights being the bringers, the deliverers of the tarot. They can also represent the speed at which a situation moves, and this would be a slower speed because the Knight of Pentacles is driven by Earth. He gets the job done, but he's a little slower moving than the other knights. But this is a tangible offer or opportunity, and attached with the Ace of Pentacles, somebody there's an offer or opportunity to make a tangible difference in your life. I almost said move because I'm feeling that energy so strongly. Moving, relocating, a big life change I feel you're contemplating, which will affect a primary relationship. And it could be that for some of you, it's all about this primary relationship and where to take it to the next level. Do you move in together? Do you get married? Tangible changes that are going to kind of bring you closer together, or in considering that, if you don't want to move to the next level, what does it mean for this relationship or this job, whatever this is? Does that mean that this relationship will peter out, or should you make a decision to move on from that? And maybe there might be some conflict with head versus heart, trying to get those to align. Maybe spending some time ignoring it also this month and just kind of having some fun and ignoring it for a while. New beginnings are in the air. It's like the winds of change are coming, and you've got this almost instinctive knowledge of it. Your crowning card, your overall energy and advice, Aries, is the Fool, another major arcana card. This is a card of new beginnings as well. It's actually a card of being in that place between something ending and before a new start, where you're considering what are the possibilities, what are the potential. It can also represent stepping outside of your comfort zone and taking a risk, doing something really outside of character, doing something you haven't done before, in order to affect this new beginning. So that's kind of the underlying current and energy through this. It feels like transitional time, a transformational time, evolution time. It feels like a transformation is coming, and you're spending a lot of this month going back and forth with what to do, how to do that. But I feel like at the end of May, probably transitioning into June, you're going to be making a decision on this. And again, I feel some physical or tangible moves or changes coming for a lot of you as well. So Aries, that pretty much wraps up your May 2017 general readings. I hope that it has brought you a little bit of insight and food for thought. Again, if any of you are interested in a personal one-on-one reading with me, you can click on that About or Description button to get a little more information. And my email address, which is Maggie1McGuire@gmail.com. I would be most happy to work with you. I will see you all again in a couple of weeks for the May 2017 mid-month readings. And until then, Aries, as always, I wish you joy, peace, blessings, and a happy life. Take care, and I hope to see you soon. Bye-bye.